All right. So we're back with Blaxz Dundaplace. A gener he says he's the middle child generation of selectors right now. So we'll work with it. If that's how you feel, we'll work with it. So that's what it is. So you were in Alabama. You have us right now in Alabama, and you know you just wheeled up the tune, and the man said he's going to give you weekends or Saturday. He'll pay you Friday and give you the door on Saturday.
Right. Yeah. So he said he'll pay me to come in on the Fridays. No, he'll pay me to come in on the Saturdays, and he gave me the Fridays.
Okay.
And when we start collect the door money and certain little thing and piece of the bar and certain things start run, we realized, but the realization never came clear. It was just because I needed money. I'm in the States and I can't call my mom every 5 minutes. So that worked out. So now I end up back in Toronto now after everything's done. And Tiny I do him thing. Everybody I do them thing, but Fully Loaded did I clap the place. Now, the youth what booked us for that dance where I ended up clashing Scott with the 45 middle pieces, and the same youth what said, do you want to run all ages? Or because I left, it was me and Scott that he was in contact with, ironically. So when I left, Scott got to name everything because nobody don't know the youth.
Okay.
So now he's keeping all the big dances and Fully Loaded's running the place. So I come back and like Fully Loaded's running the place and nobody don't like Fully Loaded.
Right.
That was the problem.
Okay. So you see, this is all brand new to me. Cause I used to this. I thought you, Scott, and other people had started Fully Loaded, but you had gone to the States. Scotty had started Fully Loaded. So now it makes sense why the drama will kick in on later down the road, and I understand. But it's your
Right.
story to tell. It's
So
your
it
story to
was
tell.
FM Sound. Now at that time when I came back from the States, I had a brethren on my street. There's a man on my street, Boogie, and he had a club called Pool Time
Okay.
in Scarborough.
Okay.
So I went there a couple times and played music, and that's honestly where, like, I met Lindo before, but when Pool Time was going on, that's when me and him connected. So him was showing me about, yo, if I come off I jiggy and learn foundation and certain things, and so we're in Pool Time working out. So the man him used to pay me to play Thursday, Friday, Saturday. See? And then time there now, because I'm just coming from the States, I'm like, yeah, that's good to start with. Wait. So now Scott came in there one night and he seen me fucking up the place and he's like, yo, I want you to come with me to a party. So me know I go on, but me not pre. So I go with him to the party because me and him are good. I go with him to the party now. He's like, yo, I want you to intro me. So I'm like, okay. So I intro him, fuck up the place. He's like, you have to keep talking. Now, pause. I'm not an MC, Wiz. Big
Okay.
up Dizzy.com. When I told you Turbo first put us in the club,
Yeah.
we never had an MC and we used to hire a 1-2 man. And Dizzy said to me, make sure the levels are like this and just talk like how when we're talking on the block. But every certain time, talk some fuck if you make people say, what the hell? What the fuck you say?
Yeah.
So when that time they come around now, even in the States, it's that vibes I'm off of. But I don't like, I'm more like to mix and stuff. So
Okay.
Scott was like, you have to keep talking. So me do it. We'll go home tonight, whatever. Next weekend, him call me and say, yo, circle. Me say, yeah, man. The man say, yo, intro me. I look at him, I'm like, bro, we're not doing this. Eh? I intro him. He's like, you have to keep talking. So when we go home tonight now, and the good thing with Scott was like, Wagwan Wiggy. The good thing with Scott was like, every night when we're going out to a dance, and this is how he used to catch me, because the whole of us, you see, Wiggum's just arrived. See, the whole of us, we have big sound as breadfruit. We have sound in our yard, upstairs, all about. So You go link Scott 9 o'clock. We have beat tune straight to like 11:30. Hype, talk on the mic, everything, and then we go to the dance then. See?
See.
So
Yeah.
the vibes was kind of already there. We just want to put it in the right round now. So after the second time we did that and we went back to his house, I said, yo, big man, I don't see what it is. I don't mind to work with fully loaded because I don't know what can go on. But if we're doing fully loaded, 50-50. Remember I told you I'm an independent mind, bro. I can't have nobody two stubs. You know already. That's why I don't work out on people's sound for long term. Because I have my own mind and idea. So I said to him, it's 50-50. And he said, okay. I said, to solidify it, you have to vice two dub play. Because we're not doing dancehall and reggae, and we don't have no dub. We need dub.
So hold on, Black. At this time, Scotty is fully loaded by himself. Then you're the second entry to the sound. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is all coming together now. This is why I like this. Okay. So now you have joined the sound. It's official now.
Yeah.
All right.
Contract, paperwork, everything.
All right.
And then we do fully loaded. We cut the dub them, but we decide we're not gonna do to the clash. We're not gonna really do the clash thing. Our breadfruit caused the clash thing for startups still. We're not too giant up with that. So as we started doing it now, there was an incident with it was a caravan, and like we're getting booked out. Now, what a lot of selectors need to understand is that the reason why fully loaded bus is because we're the only ones keeping dance. Seeing, and I was forced into that because while I'm going with Scott, because I keep dance now, because while this is going on, I have a brethren Jermaine, Suave, TYC. Seeing? Now, them man there when I came back, one away, we were doing like wheelies and like the rinks. You remember when the rinks we used to go on and fully load around there? And my brethren used to get that. I used to tell Scott, say, yo, fuck them boy. Yeah. Because you see the same who used to draw for us now? What made us clash before I went to the States?
Yeah.
He's trying to pay man 3 bills. And the dance is doing 2,000 people. And Scott's the one promoting the city for 4 weeks. So I'm like, fuck them man there, yo. I have my brethren. We have our money. Even if we don't have the whole 10 grand to go give the banquet hall, we could put our 10 grand together and get it. And yam that and make it back. Fuck them.
Right.
See? So as that used to go on now, Scott was always fighting me on it until the man him start fuck with the money. And my style was now, big up Scrappy, rest in peace. Because he's the one that called me Dundaplace. Because, Wiz, you know me. I'm a very easygoing person. But you see when you start to violate, bro, I'm going to go 10 times harder than what you think you're going to go. So you see a man are fucking with our money. And you know them one day you're waiting to get paid at 2:30. They're in the office at 4 o'clock drinking Hennessy laughing. I start to lift out the people them sound that. Turntable, mixer, everything. I start to lift out the people them sound. And when they realize half the sound is gone, they have our money and certain little thing. And I'm like, fuck that. So there was a one incident now, a Caravana, where the man them had money for me, bro. And dog, they call me Uncle B. What? Uncle B calls me to the van with the wall of the man there. And I turn like this to be like, yeah, soon come. You see when I turn back like this? It's the back of the man's Converse what I see, bro. Going in the van, driving up Richmond Street. Not Richmond, Peter Street. So I'm like,
He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, bro. That's why I said Uncle B, because DJs that know, they're like, yeah, for sure that happened. You see when that happened now? He had 2 DJs that he parted with. I'm not call them name. But you see, as him do that, me just go back to the parking lot and say, yo, my lad, put the whole of your sound in my car. So put the whole of your sound in my car. No laughing thing. Drop the whole of it. The man them like, yo, Blaxz. I said, I don't give a fuck, guy. Go talk to your boss then. The man them call me on a 10-way. 5 o'clock I'm on in. But we need the sound. We're going to Trinidad for Carnival. I'm like, big man, you should have thought about that before you ran off with my loot. See, a sweetness, them have to go drop the money and make me go drop. Because I don't need your sound. We have that plus 10. We don't need that. We play soca, we play everything. We don't need that. Seeing? So, we bring back the people them sound. No, Breadfruit, not Soca Boys. Don't do that. It's not Soca Boys. Yo, shut up. Seeing? And yo, the man that threaten my girl, my baby mother, everything, you know. BS nightclub, me have a PH man, beer things, but it wasn't bad man thing. It was a thing where we're young DJs and you thought you could get away with it because you were getting away with it. But my mind's different, guy. I work for mine, so I need mine. Right. So you see when that happened, the man them said, yo, they told every promoter, if you book Fully Loaded, we now work with you. If you let them book your club, we not do nothing else in your club. And them man, they are run the place. So you have a 1 and 2 place, we say, we'll take the chance. And when they gave us a chance, guy, 1,000 people, 1,500 people. To the level now, where so that was
Phoenix, at Phoenix time.
We didn't reach Phoenix yet.
Oh, we don't even reach that so yet. All right. Okay.
We didn't reach Phoenix yet. See?
Okay. Yeah.
So the Shangri-Las and everything. So now, Scott, and this is where I give Scott. What Scott was smart with, he came up with a lineup. Soca Sweetness, Ill Kids. Who else, Breadfruit? Soca Sweetness, Ill Kids.
Oh, for Phoenix?
The Enforcers.
Oh, yeah. It was all the
Fully Loaded. But notice, Fully Loaded was the only reggae song. That has the problem. So now, them keep dance and keep so much dance where Fully Loaded is the only sound, but you have Soca Sweetness and the Enforcers. You have Ill Kids, and then you do like P plus at one time. You do Scratch at one time, but it was in between, but it was always Fully Loaded. That same thing you are all about. It was, well, we kept it on that level. And unless we invited you in, and them man there, Ricky, oh no, if you go to Korea, a certain man can get into a certain club because all of them man there run Luxy and certain club downtown and Docks, and that is that same hierarchy. See?
No, real shit.
Am I lying?
It's that same school of DJs.
All right. So you wonder why certain man get for player and certain man, because you're not around and involved. Yeah, man, see? So now, you see certain bunch of dance keep now. Said in the man, them said they're going to buy a club. To test it out, they got It Nightclub. And the next, it was a club, because I wasn't allowed in the first club, because my mouth, you know what I mean, in the club. Yeah. So they wouldn't allow me. But in It Nightclub, they gave me the long weekend. And then, I shouldn't say me, it's Scott, because Scott, you more used to deal with that. And then now, the man then bought Jade. Everybody know about Jade. And 100. That's when, bro, me start fuck up people. Jade Nightclub. And then after Jade now, we're doing Fully Loaded in Shangri-La, but we're all ages 19 over. So me I try move over now, and then we do our one Shangri-La, and them time there, when people come to my parties, they'll see like a lot of people that have problems with each other. Not always, but on my birthday, certain special occasion. Milestones on my birthday. See, you'll see people from that side there, and people always come to me and they're like, yo, Blaxz, how you have that money in the dance? And I'm like, it's not that. It's because I know these guys for so long, because I used to work in Metro Housing. So I work in Chichaway, I work in G-Way, I work in all about region, all about. So right. We have the understanding, like, I don't come on the block and fuck up your money so police bother you. So when you come to my dance, please don't fuck it up. And we're Fully Loaded. We used to go to Jane and Finch everywhere. Everywhere. That's why I big up that I'm the East End guy. Because we go everywhere in this city. And I have my pass. Why? Because we're good with everybody. And if I know, Wiz, you have a problem with Lindo, may I give you 10 ticket so you and the whole of your dog them come so you feel good? And you just have to tell me, say, you know, mash up my ticket. And you know, I say, Lindo, I go there with the 10 of him friend them. Same vibes. And you know, I mash up the thing. And that used to go on with Fully Loaded. So now, a one-night Shangri-La, we had a bad vibes with somebody and they called a bomb threat. And when they called the bomb threat now, they cleared out the place. And at them time, they may just meet Breadfruit. I clap down CB4. Me can't talk it, right? Yeah. I clap down CB4. Things that are going around there, and a man did it this me, and my brethren say, yo, if we not dance, nobody not dance, and we finish around there. We make CB4 don't go on ever again. But that night, I ended up meeting Breadfruit. Now, from that night, Breadfruit always been a humble, good person around us. And the night of
Wait,
Shangri-La,
breadfruit that we know? Can't be that breadfruit there.
yeah, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Because them time there's a lot of shit going on the road. And when Shangri-La got mashed up and there's 2,000 people out there, people paid their money and everything, and they can't go in the party. I always tell people, like Jesus Christ, you know, with the multitude. Breadfruit take the whole 2,000 people and walk them to Blood Clot, Esna Park, and Woodbine to the bus stop in peace. Everybody live good. That's what we're calling Breadfruit bless the place. Cause when they mash up the people them place, you know.
Yeah.
Breadfruit calmed it and walked 2,000 people down Esna. 2,000 people, young youths, 17 to 25, with everything outside.
Yeah.
And he walked them down the road, and everybody went home nicely. And that's all. Me say, Scott, we need that you around us too. See?
Yeah.
And from that, Breadfruit was more like our
Liaison.
PR. It was
Liaison.
like our PR.
Okay.
We stop chat to people. Go talk to Breadfruit. Anything what you want to know.
Right.
See? So that's how the sound start move. And then in that whole mailing now, because I'm trying to go 19 and over, in Toronto, you can't do 19 and over and do all ages.
No, you cannot.
So at the time, Black Melody was doing the 1 and 2 West Dance.
Right.
And they were knocking the police. Seeing? So at them time there, hold on, before me reach there, Black Chinese came to Canada. And Fabo and Riddler booked us for the dance. I'm going to charge the man them $1,500. Because them time there, me used to charge people whatever my last dance did. See, and if it did more than 1,500, I keep it at the 15 because I was running competition with Baby Blue then, as far as money.
Okay.
Remember, Kid Cud have the fucking tablet if it tell you by the minute, then I charge you. So them time there, if we do over 15, or that you have to pay with. So we charge Riddler 15 and then book with Black Chinese. So Snowstorm did a book. It was Boxing Day. And I call him 4 times and say, yo, big man, save your money, dog. Snowstorm. Whoever came out, he's like, nope, you guys have to come. I said, if I come up there, I want my whole money. Anyways, we followed up there. It's the first time Black Chinese came to Canada. Chip Lee was playing the song. I went up there. Right when I started playing, the man started sabotaging the sound. Long story short, Fabo and Riddler walked up with $1,000. Remember, they gave us 5 bills. They owe us $1,000. The man were like, if you want your money, you have to clash Black Chinese. A 4th song me use and pack up Black Chinese and send the man back to his limo. Ask anybody that was there at Fortress North. I played a Nikos Famous. I played a Dane Dem. And I played an Elephant Man. See them running, see them running. And when I'm playing See Them Running, he's walking back to his car. See it? You understand?
Yeah.
All right, good. So it's after that now, I'm hype. We have all ages 19 over away going into the summer, but I can't do both. So White Boy was always a friend of mine. He's from 400. He's from East. White Boy's from East. So we all get along. Like you see, how much since from day Chippy, you see how much people you see around me at?
Yeah.
With son man that I'm good with, that's so we live. Barbecue, I go on everything. See? So me and White Boy good. I can't do all ages. And at that time, remember what I told you, Scott had the formula where nobody else played reggae. Now, me fuck up everything. Me fuck up everything. Because now, me get the contract from Zone 1 outside of Black Melody. Black Melody used to keep the dance them. Me get the all ages contract for say for 1 year Nobody don't keep no dance inside here except for we. Now, me turn around, and for the first like 2-3 dances, I cut it up with white boy and breadfruit. But big man thing, to how hard white boy and breadfruit are going, and you have to remember, right when that happened is when I got Phoenix now. So I have Phoenix on a Sunday. I have Jade on a Saturday. I have Fluid and Red Square and 4 clubs on a Friday where we're triple book. You know what I mean? So I'm like, breadfruit white boy. I didn't even say it like that. They had their own ideas, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take myself out. I didn't even want no money. Before I was taking peace. I don't want no peace. You guys go on with it. And just tell me when you want me to play. When you want me to come to make sure it's like fully loaded, endorsed, and all this stuff, you tell me. But Breadfruit had the strength already, and he knew what he wanted to do, so it got to take off. So I got to focus now on Phoenix and Jade and the 19 and over now. Right. So with Jade and all of that, we're going good. And then what happened was now, and I never taught this publicly, but how fully loaded mashup is because Sky ended up going to jail for a little bit.
Okay.
And in that time, we kind of held it down. And when that happened and he came out, he was on a vibe like, Breadfruit, sorry to do this to you, bro. But while he was in jail, Scott and Breadfruit were booking dances. And now, this is a thing Breadfruit used to do. He used to go around and play the Phoenix CDs. Because we start mix CD if we give out to everybody. See? Now, there was a couple people where they probably expected a little bit more. And then instead of like talking to Breadfruit about it, they would come to me about it. But like, they're coming to me on some aggressive shit. But everybody what knows me, I don't really bother people, but my friends, like, I play music, my friends don't, you know? So it never really got to go how they wanted it to go. So I just held it to myself and I never said nothing. Now, at that time, we had, I think, like 4 contracts. We had Phoenix, we had Jade, we had Joker, we had Red Square, we had Fluid. Now, the only contract that I took responsibility for, I'm not saying I'm the one that got it. I'm saying I'm the one that took responsibility for it, was Phoenix. So I knew Scott was coming out of jail, but they didn't know that I knew. So the week before he came out of jail, I just went to all the club owners and everybody that we had the contracts with, and I told them, you know, Scott's going to be on road next week. I don't need the headache. So from next week, I won't be here. But everything's still going to run the same. And then when he came back and came to Joker on Thursday, and I think we had live to air them time there, he tried to do the hey, I'm back. But I'm like, bro, we know this. And this is the one thing that hurt me. And I told Breadfruit this one time. When he came out, and he said to me, because I let him do the talking. One thing with me, I give people the benefit of the doubt every time, and that kind of fucks me up sometimes. So I already knew how it was going to go, but I said to him, Wagwan. And he said, you know, Blaxz, because I just came out, I want you to chill out for 2 months or 3 months or 6 weeks or whatever he said. So I get back in the thing. And I said, bro, unless you tell me the top 4 songs right now, you can't tell me that. And then I was like, listen, I said to him and Breadfruit, I said, listen, we'll do Fully Loaded and you guys do Slingshot and Ricky Turbo, and I'll do Specs. That's the analogy I use. We're still gonna do Fully Loaded. I'll just do Specs, and you guys do the sound thing. Scott said, "Yo, you're gonna play by yourself?" I was like, "Yeah." Yo, dog, the man were laughing, like on the ground in front of Cineplex Odeon, on the concrete, laughing, rolling around. And that, I won't lie, hurt me, but it didn't get me down. So that's when I left Fully Loaded. But even though that's how it went, we weren't on bad vibes. Like, me and Breadfruit were still cool to a level. Me and Scott were still cool to a level. So that's how, and right then and there is when I met Chris Hines. So when I told him I left Fully Loaded, he printed up 6,000 CDs. He's like, make a mix. I made it. And right then and there, because I gave up everything, Thursday night at Joker, that's when Rodeo them started the Thursday night at Rumors.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I don't know the story behind it. I played them all, so I just don't know the story behind it though.
Right. So Rodeo them had Thursdays. Musclehead ended up getting the Sundays.
Okay.
Seeing? So when I first left Fully Loaded, I didn't take any bookings from anybody. I told my friends for 1 month we're gonna go to everybody's party, and I'm not taking no bookings. And every party they book me for, we're gonna go, but I'm gonna turn down the booking, giving the impression that I'm busy. So now when they see me, they're like, "Blood clot, you come and say, yeah man, you have a lighter?" They're like, "Yeah man, you forward?" Me say, "Yeah man, me just a pass through." So they took it as a respect. This is mine. Oh, they took it as a respect on like a different level, and that made me start get the bookings them. Cause me start go to the promoter them dance who call me and them say, "Yo, instead of 1, me have 2 and 3." So me start do that. Now Chris Hines and Raheem, Ultimate Entertainment, they were the ones bringing the artists them to Canada and doing the tours.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Chris was like, "Listen, I'm gonna make you my DJ." So when he said that, any reggae artist that been in Canada for the last 20 years, no, let's not boost, 15 years, 15 years, 15 years. If you did 20 artists in the last 15 years, I've been on tour with 15 of them and on shows with 18 of them. See, but that's how that link came, and that kind of gave me the image and the stature to be like, he's not those guys. He's on this level, and he still plays in the club on the weeklies because I'm still going to all the promoters. So when I'm in town, I have a spot on Friday and Saturdays and Sundays, and when I'm out of town, the man will have me booked on the road. So that's how.
I didn't know Chris was involved with the reggae as much because I thought he was mostly hip hop a lot because I was on the Lloyd Banks tour, right, when we went across Canada. So it's me, Lloyd Banks, whatever the next G unit, not
And
50.
you see how you get on that? Because me don't know what going with them man there already. I went on 2 tours with them. So it's just certain vibes I'm not into no more, dog.
Yeah, it was shady.
Yeah.
Zine,
See,
but
yeah. But no,
okay.
what it was Chris Hines was the hip hop and Raheem.
Yes,
The Indian, you know what I mean?
yeah, I remember
He was the
Raheem.
dancehall part. He's Dexter
Yeah.
Nass manager right now.
Okay. All right.
So
Okay.
Raheem was a dancehall, Chris was the hip hop. So
Okay.
because Chris and Raheem were partners, I get all the dancehall tours and I get feature on all the hip hop tours across Canada.
Okay.
With a
All right.
1-2 US Caribbean, with a 1-2 out of the town, but across Canada, my thing was good.
Okay. So all this is going on because I'm fascinated. All this is going on. I still haven't bucked you up yet.
So you bought me up now right before I left Fully Loaded, right before Scott went to jail.
Yeah,
So
because
like I told you, right after Shangri-La and Breadfruit did the Jesus Christ March.
yes.
So Breadfruit's good with people. So we were buying dubs off of every Fully Loaded, straight up. Every time we do Fully Loaded, we'll buy a barrage at True.
Yeah.
But then when the artists come up now, Breadfruit, True, he was more in at the dance all them time there. Cause I'm in Scarborough basement dance. He's like in West in the halls. I only go to the big dance then. So he make friend with certain artists. So like again, Breadfruit cause why Fully Loaded had so much dub. He made friends with Singing Melody, and whether anybody wants to say it or not, Breadfruit built Singing Melody studio with Lost in the World of them.
Right.
So in return, Melody gave us
the link.
You remember MP3 CD?
Yeah.
MP3, not CD tracks, MP3 tracks.
Wow.
See, Singing Melody brought 5 of them. MP3 tracks full of dubs.
Wow.
For fully loaded.
Loaded. Fully
I
loaded.
left it on top of my car one night and drove out. And remember when I got on the highway, that's how I lost the dubs. Don't laugh. It hurts me up to today. That's what happened to the fully loaded dubs. I have like 50% of them, but you see the 80%, I have like 30%. You see the other percentage to make us go fully loaded with Ron Nelson and everything, I lost them. I left them on top of my car and drove off and came back 15 minutes later and the whole CD pouch was gone.
What a thing.
But when that was going on, because we had the dubs, I entered into Epiphany because I saw Newbie won every clash for the year. And I juggle with Newbie and I'm like, I could out juggle this guy. We're going in it. So I went into the clash. And that's when I met Wiz. And when the clash, it started at Epiphany. And them time there, everybody will know a Blaxz Dundaplace know me. Me have my bad man friend them everywhere I go. So that night there, Wiz and Polly famous. Them time the Polly, Wiz not even a pre-Polly them way there. Spragga, a bag of us were there. And Wiz brought me in the bathroom and was like, listen. He's like, listen, we have a camp. And if you don't get down, you're going to lay down. And I was like, big man, you can't tell me that. And long story short, when that conversation was done in Epiphany bathroom, right beside where you order your fucking festival and wings, I clashed twice in Epiphany. The first one I won. It was tense, but not bad. But the last one for the finals, 3 rounds, nobody got forward. It was tense. Because Wiz was like, bro, you're not with us, you're not winning. Period. And my friend them right there, but we're in West. So we don't want to go on too sick. It's not our side. But, you know, we don't want them make us feel like baby food. So it's tense. And then them said tune for tune. It was me and Spragga. And as tune for tune start, forward boss out. And everybody kind of free up. And then that night there we say, you know what, yeah, serious suit. And it moved over to zone 1. And you use Trooper to get me out. Because me murder Trooper the night. In the final, the semi-finals was me and King Majesty. And I used Sizzler album. And done it. Ask Blaxz from Reaction. Because he brought the pool stick around the corner there. And that night there, Wiz, who bust them hand with the Heineken on the pool table around the back? Figure the man forward. I remember a man I beat. I swear it was you, you know. But anyways.
Yeah.
Them give Trooper the win. And then when they go to the finals, Wiz gone through. Trooper gone through and get him teeth kick out. And I said, Wiz, you see it there? You make the man go through. But right when that happened, right as that done, probably about 4 or 5 months after, me left fully loaded.
Oh, okay. All right. So after all of that, John Star, you've been through all of that.
That's why I say I'm the middle child, because you see, if Steenie went through what I went through, everybody would be talking about it. And you see, if Red Links went through what I went through, everybody would be talking about it. But we had a middle child, so it's like them see it, but them know how them get to see it.
Yeah. Well, you know me, I was just outside. I don't say nothing. I just watch everything that happens, you know. You know me. I'm calm,
Yeah,
cool, and collected. I'm calm, cool, and collected, bro. But it's like, but what I did see in you though, why I wanted you part of the movement is because I knew you had the strength for what I saw. So, but I believe that's the night you brought White Boy.
All right. So there's a lot of things people don't know. So Breadfruit is my brother. He's not my youth because we're still in the same kind of class. He's not
Right.
my brother. I feel like me responds. Ask Breadfruit. In Phoenix, we used to thump him in him gut to talk on microphone. And now you can't get him to shut up on a microphone. You see, white boy now, he always had it in him and was always doing it, but because of how the dynamic of the business was at that time, nobody was giving him the chance. Because I was too busy now, me start involve him. So if me double book and, for example, we're doing zone 1, if white boy and breadfruit are there, Blaxz doesn't have to go. See? So now, me get the dub them, but me never want to bring out the sound them way there. I was waiting for Ron Nelson's Fully Loaded. So when you guys are challenging me to clash, and this is how Vertex all come into play. Me introduced them money to Vertex. See? Tasha showed me about Vertex sound. And I linked to it Ray. And used to call the 1-2 dub Fully Loaded. When you guys started hyping up, white boy started cutting dubs for himself. Remember, he clashed Rootsman by himself and lost because he was one short dub short.
Stereomatic.
Yes. Yes. So when you guys started hyping up, we started boost up white boy and say, yo, you see when they're like fully loaded, come clash, we're gonna push white boy and see what they're gonna do. Because if you guys have customs or everything, all that's gone down the drain. Talent after to show who are the real man. So we'll fix up him thing. We will rock you. We'll fix up everything. And that was the night of Epiphany when I remember the week before I boosted it, like, next week, watch. Yeah. Next week, watch. And when we came there, like, Blaxz, you ready? And then I stood in the back by the payphone at the door of the Epiphany, and white boy walked up.
You said white boy.
White boy.
And I faced white boy. You see? But them times there, I was already running. I was good. I was good.
Yeah. But it was a good scrimmage.
But it was a good scrimmage. See, yeah. And I remember I was winning, and bam, he started coming back. Right? But one thing I didn't do is because he was new to us. He was new to us. Yeah. And because I'm the big man, apparently, I didn't want to make it look like, yo, you know what? A big man's not going to give the youth a try. You understand? I didn't want it to look like that because that's what is always happening nowadays. The big man them are not giving the youth them a try. So I said, yeah, I will take on the clash. It doesn't matter. And that's my point.
That was the night when when white boy and Wiz go against each other. Odessa make everybody know about white boy.
Odessa in boss.
And if me never say, you see next week when Wiz comes and says the clash,
yeah.
Right when he says fully loaded, I'm gonna sit back and you go. If me never decide to do that, the whole game would have been different right now. Right now.
So you see it. So that night is the night white boy really owes you and myself at least some respect. Because that's the night we took him on. Like I took him on to think. And yo, he did great. He did good.
Here's the thing with me. I'm not Jamaican. I was born in Canada. My family, I have family in Jamaica, but we're not born there, right? So all the years we're coming up, nobody never gave me the chance or gave me the blight or gave me the link or any link what I have. Guy, we had to work for that. Now, you see anybody that's good with me, I'm going to make sure you get to do your thing. A lot of, you see when I brought out white boy, a lot of people were like getting at me for that. And I was like, what you don't understand is I'm booked out 5 nights a week. My bank account is not shot. White boy playing affects me in no way. If I want to play where he's playing right now, I can. It doesn't affect me. If I'm okay, I just want to make sure Wiz, you're okay.
Mm.
That's it. If you're my brethren.
That was what the camp was doing. Because remember, I was sending everybody everywhere.
Yes. I
was sending everybody on planes. See, there's people right now who are still playing music on radio because I sent them on planes. And that's why I was saying, I used to say, yo, come to the camp. That's why I was like, real with the camp, because the camp
time there, I always tell you, them time there, I just took it as, because I told you I'm an independent mind. So I'm like, the man then not go bad me up. Me go a driftwood and me know every man and No man, nah bad me up, east nor west, them nah bad. And you see, Trey, you bring me in the bathroom and bring Polly a 6 foot tall. You say, yo, them man, you not bad me up. Man, yo, them not bad me up. But then it's like the fraternity thing. When me realize and start see how everything going, me say, you know what?
It was a good one.
Right.
It was a good one.
Right.
I'm telling you, it was a good one because everybody out of it became somebody. Became somebody. There was no selfishness, none at all. You see what I'm saying? And not, at least not with me. And I was, you know, assigned to be the leader of things, but I always listened. And this is why, because I remember talking to, I'm not going to call his name, but I remember talking to a next one. I said, yo, the youth, them man, they're moving like a solid unit. But that youth there, which is you. And I'm saying, I'm going to talk to him. They say, yo, my hothead. We say, yo, you don't want that around here. Not around here. You don't want that around here. So I said, that's what I said, yo, let me talk to you. And I told you. But it worked. I told you and I showed you. I said, yo, if you join this, you're going to be bigger than, you're probably all bigger than you would have been now, even now to this day, because, yo, the thing was just moving. It was just nice. Because I'm still proud of where you came.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I just know, say, yo, where we were sending everybody, what I was planning, they weren't thinking of that. So we had the same mindset.
Big up Ruben vibes.
Ruben vibes.
Yo, you remember I told you about Fully Loaded is halfway through now?
Yeah.
You remember after Fully Loaded, I played like 4 songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
See Ruben vibes? I always have to big him up. That was like I think that was my first Clash dance in America.
Okay.
And at that time I was on Super Bowl. But we didn't reach there yet.
Yeah, we don't reach there yet. We don't reach there yet. You see, let me tell you something. This thing, yeah. And the reason people will look at you and say, yo, that's like whiz. That's a little whiz right there. Because
no, I heard it already. I already got that.
Yeah, the struggle and the fight that you had to go through and the things that you go through is stuff that I went through. And stuff that I've been through and I've achieved. God has truly blessed me. But it's like the path I've been taking. Yo, but that's my story is my story. Your story is your story. So we're just your story is what's important right now. So you done leave Fully Loaded now. So you've done brought on a whole generation of movement. You've done Fully Loaded. You done helped White Boy get on the scene at this point in time. Breadfruit has a handle of the business because you put Breadfruit up front of the business, right? Now, Fully Loaded, Scotty doesn't want to pay and understand the respect of how you've been keeping up, you've been maintaining the name. That's the way I see it.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, how do you say?
It's just that business-wise, you see, because I was keeping dances from us in Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I show Scott certain things, but like, I won't lie, like certain business with like Envy Nightclub and with Jade and me not talk unless there's like a real problem. And it's not to say like me and a bad man or not like that. It's just that Scott dealt with that.
Okay.
Scott more dealt with the business of the song.
The business side of things.
Right.
Because
he
was
only, my input really came in because when we have to break up the money and we have to cut dub and do certain things, I'm saying, yo, boom, bam, bam. You know what I mean? Phoenix was the only place where it was put into my hands. Because, anyways, that was a whole different thing. But it got put into my hands. Big up Sheldon McAmill. He was the one that linked us there. But
yeah,
I feel like because he went to jail and then came out, a lot of things was put on me and Breadfruit where he wanted to get it back. And it's not to say anybody belittled him or disrespected him or nothing like that. It's just he wanted to get back in the swing of things right away. And I just felt like for how the market was, it's a gradual thing. That's just how I felt. So
Okay.
with Scott,
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
can't tell you how he felt, but me personally, I'll never ever disrespect Scott. I know him, and because I know him as a virgin before sound, I know how to deal with him, and I know what gets at him and doesn't. So like, no matter what people hear or see on the road, like we know how to wire in front of you and smoke weed after, and like we know how to deal with the business and deal with brethrenship. So
Okay. All right.
yeah,
So you now we're on the solo Blaxz now, right? You decided that you no longer want to be a part of Fully Loaded, correct? All right. So now Blaxz is now maintaining to build his repertoire, going into couple events and parties and stuff like that, and those things there. We still don't reach Dundaplace.
I mean, Dundaplace was always like my kind of nickname from my study before Fully Loaded.
Okay.
My brethren Scrappy gave me that name for like other shit. But
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
yeah, so like that was like kind of my nickname, kind of with the man I'm on the block or whatever.
All right. So
But
now Fully Loaded is done. You're moving on. You're building your repertoire with the things. How does the movement to the States come back involved now? Because there's some big sounds that you played.
so right when I left Fully Loaded, a lot of things were happening very quickly. Seeing so in that time, like I go to like St. Vincent and Grenada every year for like July, August.
Mm-hmm.
I usually go right before Caravana or right after Caravana for Carnival, and they have different things going on down there. So I went one year and I played in a Grenada island called Carriacou, and they had a dance called Fully Loaded. And they had Simply Smooth, Jugglers from Trinidad, and a next song. I can't remember. Outlaw. See, Outlaw from Barbados or something. Long story short, I won the dance.
Okay.
Now, when I won that dance, that was probably like my second or third time clashing, but like my first official time winning somewhere where nobody doesn't fucking know me. And like I won the dance, and it was a problem. Like they didn't want to run the money, all type of shit was going on. Even in the dance, they wanted to stop the dance. But that's when I got my taste of clash. So when I came back and I'm done with Fully Loaded and everything like that, I had a brethren, I have a brethren triple, and he linked with one of the men from Lexus, Bling. Cause Bling's always on our block. Them time there I was living off Kennedy, in Glenmorgan off of Section 6. So the man were always telling me, that sound there. Now, watch the joke. You know Climax sound?
Yes.
So my brethren Hutch is one of the original selectors with Squidly on the sound. So when I was done Fully Loaded and I came back and I wanted to clash, I said to Hutch, give me that song, make me go kill people, because them have tune. And
Yeah.
they said to me, they want me to play with a one man on the sound. Like there's other people on the sound that I was good with, but there was a one man. And when you're playing sound, bro, I gotta trust you like with my life, bro, because we keep up fuckery, dog. I'm a big man now. I'm not on no shit, but back them time there, we keep up fuckery. So like if me can't trust you, dog, I can't touch road with you. And me and them man there from where younger had problems or whatever the case may be. So I was like, I'm not doing that. That make Climax come a road for prove me, say them no need me. And them go rumble and do everything. But in my eyes, and not on Squidly or them man there, but bad mind make that sound there come a road. Anyway, I end up going on Lexus Supreme. I played that sound for, I don't even know, maybe 2 years, maybe. Now, I wanted to clash, and that sound had a name. So, right away, they were booking big clashes, and we got the Mighty Crown Clash. Now, Now pussy can't talk to me because you play Judgment, so you know about Japanese, and I clash Mighty Crown. So whether I win, lose, or draw, from you never even got on a dance with Mighty Crown, you can't talk to me. That's how me look upon life. Because I don't play life to get ratings from people. When
Right.
I do it to conquer my own individual shit. So all around. So I got to play with them, whatever. But anyways, my point is, when we did that clash, I did say to Bling, we need to do a couple clashes so I could get used to the thing. And he told me no. He wants to just roll out because a big sound and then go off Ron Nelson dance them and burp, burp, burp. We went to the dance, me and Dice, and we got killed. Seen? And we never got killed because they killed us. We got killed because we're inexperienced. Simple. Team, but we're dead. Now, after that dance, I wanted to leave, but I didn't leave because I had to redeem myself. So, my virgin Wiggums, we came up with a thing called Fight Club. And
Yes.
pushed Wiggums. So, you're going to learn with me. I always push people around me. So, I said to Wiggums, yo, you need to do a Fight Club where we could bring everybody every week so I could clash like 4 of those guys and embarrass them. So that way, they know to themselves. So, Wiggums, we got a place, Ray. Wiggums did Fight Club. See, we killed Diplomat in there. Polly killed me, but I killed Polly in there. But, you know, I got to redeem myself, and man, we're like, okay, he could play better by himself. And after I got that little for myself, I'm going to leave the sound. And then when I left the sound, Junior D was playing on Super Gold. And Pisa. No, I'm lying. Junior D was on Super Gold. It was Pisa and somebody else. But they were on Super Gold. And them time there now, because of the Mighty Crown thing, I'm like, I'm done with sound. I'm not playing no more Beeple sound. Blaxz Dundaplace. I'm going on tour with Chris. Because Chris always been a constant in my life as a DJ.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck all you guys. I'm not doing that no more. And my brethren them now are like, don't clash no more. It's not for you. Ray. So man, them are pissing me off. So I go to fucking Pisa goes on Super Gold. Goatee hears 2 of my juggling. He's like, can you play the song? I'm like, no, I'm not playing nobody's song. He's like, if I pay you this much money and I send much money and I send you a plane ticket, will you go play? I'm like, yeah.
It's a Super Gold over in Texas.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go. So he sends me money and sends me a plane ticket and I go. And when I go, it's a juggling dance. The 2 dancers are juggling. And the 3rd dance is that Ruben Vibes guys dance. A clash. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, clash. I go. Long story short, I think I did good. I feel like I won the dance. But in the tune for tune, somebody in the crowd grabbed the MC and beat up the MC and stuff. So the dance ended up getting done.
So dance wasn't finished.
But it was a good dance. And then Goatee was the one that showed me about clash and about cutting dubs. And like he sat me down and was like, when you're building your rhythms, you need this as a sound, that. When you go to clash, 1st round, 2nd round, 3rd round, so that way, like he's the one that taught me, and like he would show me a thing and send me to a clash. And then show me a thing and send me to a clash. And then he'll show me a thing and send me, and I'd win. And then he'll send me, and I'd win. See? And then the thing with a lot of sound owners, they always like to be hiring selectors. And Goatee likes to hire selectors, and I was offended by that because I'm winning and shit. Now I get it because I'm not the yard man and Ray, so I'm not twanging it certain ways. So I get it, but we're winning. So I was offended by that. So I ended up leaving that sound. Now when I left that sound, I made a post on Facebook as a joke, and I was like, if you want a trophy for your sound, and I was directing it at King Turbo, and I was like, if you want a trophy for your sound, just pay me and I'll go win the trophy And all I want is to get paid. I don't even want the trophy. I'll never big up myself, whatever. I was in Jamaica when I said that at Super Hype Studio. Bush Kid, big up from Bay Mills. You see, when I did that, King Fargo from New York linked me. Because I'm good with my boy. See? So he linked me and he was like, he has a clash and the shooter that he has, he's not confident. No disrespect, but he was like, he's not confident. He knows I'm outside, I'm in the streets, whatever. And it's a gully dance, whatever. It was boom clash. So he brought me to, I went to the house, Tech 9, everybody around it. That's when I met Tech 9, I met Nasheen, and because the whole of them went down there as a group. And then he went in the shower and gave me his lobby for like 15, 20 minutes. And I organized like 4 rounds, 4 different ways. I just thought of 4 different class scenarios. And then I had like the main for my like spontaneous juggling.
Yeah.
So first round, you know, you kind of organized because your intro round, whatever. So we did it, and it was good. Long story short, we ended up winning that dance.
As King Fargo. Okay. Okay. So now we've gone from solid goal,
Super goal,
winning,
yeah.
Super goal.
No,
My
when I won that dance with King Fargo, I'm not on the sound.
Oh, you just went to be the MC.
I'm just in Jamaica, cutting dubs for Blaxz Dundaplace, and my virgin linked me and said we have to go a clash, and it's boom clash, and we'll win.
Wow.
See?
Yeah.
So right after that, now Pisa left Super Gold. When I'm on Super Gold, Pisa left Super Gold and went on Twin Star. And it was like Pisa came into the mix with me and Tiny and Breadfruit and everybody. Seeing? So when I'm coming back to Canada, I think I was still in Jamaica, and Twin called me because the wall of the man them kicked off. And he's like, I have a clash in Africa. He's like, are you serious about the post what you made? I'm like, I have to be serious. I just want to dance for a man's sound. Like, what? He's like, all right. So he sent me a next money. He sent me a stack.
Yeah.
And sent me a plane ticket to Africa. To Africa.
Town are dead.
See? So I go to Africa, and when he books it now, and I'm like sorting it out, I make him do the fucking extended stopovers. So I'm stopping over in Germany for 8 hours and stuff and walking around the town like I live there. See? Going to England and going to see the Queen and stuff, and then back to the airport and shit. I miss a flight. So you see when I'm in Germany now, Twin links me. I'm like, yo, dog, where are you? Because he's telling me he's meeting you in Germany. He's like, yo, dog, big man thing. I'm in England, so I'll link you on. You link me on your way back from Africa. I'm like, so I'm going to Africa by myself, bro. I don't know nobody. Long story short, I go to Africa, South Africa, and I win. I win.
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah.
Come back from Africa. Twins like he has a dance in New York. Sends me to New York. Win.
Win again.
Sends me to Brooklyn again. Back to New York again, you know. Win. So like with Twin Star, I went 2 years straight undefeated.
Wow. Giano. Never facing the big IDs or anything like that though.
No, I clashed base IDC. I don't know. I clashed some songs, but not IDs.
Okay. That's
I
what they
want to
do.
play. I at the time I wanted to play IDs, but I wouldn't clash IDs.
Okay. Okay. So we're at the win. We're at win. So we're gonna start the live over because time are done. We're almost coming up.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah.
All right. You see.